Alright, everybody, welcome. Okay, cool, everything's muted on my browser, so no feedback loop. Great. We are. What the hell's wrong with this one? We are in the public. Sorry. My mic's not even all the way down yet. There you go. We are in the public test build. The new killer. Hold on. Oh, sorry. The new killer is a pyramid head, obviously you see here on the screen. We're gonna play some games. I don't know how long I'm gonna let the stream go for, because one of the reasons I don't do public test builds in general in the past is because I feel like it's a waste of time. You don't actually get to keep any of the blood points you earn. It's only here to test. It's good for like developers to sort out bugs and balance out some of the perks and the killer's attacks and all that stuff and powers. But yeah, I'm not too interested in it because it's a waste of time in general. But I want to at least do it for this one time. I'm not sure I'll do it in the future again, but we'll see. The reason I'm doing it this time is because Pyramid Head's one of the video game icons in the horror genre. So I want to see if they did a good job or not. And pretty much that's the only reason. Anyways, so this is his backstory here. You can like pause the video, whatever, if you want to read that. I don't care about the backstory. These are his perks here, and these are his attributes. He runs at full speed. Normal speed, should I say, for killers, which is like 115 speed, and he has a 32 terror radius, so like large, and he's tall, so you can see him over like walls and stuff like that if they're low enough. Anyways, his powers. If let's see here, you hold down the power button to activate it, and then you move in any direction. He carves a trail into the ground. Survivors who walk or run on the trail trigger killer instinct and will be afflicted by the torment. Survivors affected by the torment may be sent to a cage of atonement while they are in a dying state. Okay. Special attack, punishment of the damned. Press the attack button while Rites of Judgment is active to perform a punishment of the damned. This unleashes a wave force, damaging any survivors in its path. So that sounds like it's a range attack kind of, but only if you are in the Rites of Judgment pose. So it kind of sounds like the old doctor would usually switch positions or pose, and like if you're in the shock treatment, you can like throw a shock on the ground. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be different than that. Anyways. Special ability, Cage of Atonement. Press the active ability button while standing over a dying survivor suffering from torment, and send them to a Cage of Atonement. Survivors in the Cage of Atonement can be sacrificed as if they were on the hook. During the second phase of the summoning ritual, they will be forced to complete skill checks to hold off the entity. Okay, so this sounds like a new version of the regular hook, but it says send them to a Cage of Atonement, so that sounds like it's instant or something. Like you don't have to actually move them there. So instead of like picking up a survivor out on the ground and walking to a hook and then putting him on the hook, it looks like this ability automatically does it for you. So it's a new type of hook, and they have to do skill checks if they're on the second state. That's pretty pretty interesting. Gives them something to do other than just struggle. Being rescued or rescuing someone from a cage of atonement will remove the torment. So it's okay. That's simple enough, I guess. So you can't remove the atonement any other way. You have to be like in that cage and then hope someone saves you. Okay, that's what it looks like at least. I don't know if the survivors have to do some kind of skill check. Special ability, Final Judgment. Press the active ability button when standing over a dying survivor suffered from the torment who has already reached the struggle phase on the hook or in a cage to execute them. Fuck. Okay, so this killer has a built-in Mori into him. Holy shit. That's part of his kit. It's not even like an add-on or anything. It's just there. Wow. I bet you there's gonna be a lot of survivors complaining about that. That sounds like it. You know, Moris in general are like very powerful and just like kind of sometimes ruin the game. But seeing how this is like a Mori, but you can only Mori them when they're like already dead on hook anyways, I don't think that's gonna be too much of a problem. If this said Mori them when like after they got rescued from the cage, then that would be a problem. Alright, so we're gonna figure this out. It seems like he has quite a few different abilities. Force Penance is his first perk. Survivors who take a protection hit are inflicted with the broken status for 20 seconds. I'm pretty sure it gets... I'm not sure if this is a tier 3 version, but if it isn't, then this amount of time goes probably higher. If maybe. We'll have to see. I mean, it's annoying when servers do that, when like they go in front of a killer to take a hit so the person in front of them doesn't get knocked down or whatever. I mean, I do it, everyone does it, but it's just like, you know, when you're on the receiving end of that, it sucks that you're trying to kill someone and someone else runs in to take the hit. I don't know if this is gonna really make much of a difference in that sense, because the person that takes the hit is gonna be injured, and if they're running, if you change target to go hit them instead, whether they're broken or not makes no difference. It really doesn't, because if you're chasing them, they're not gonna stop running to mend. They're gonna keep running, and if you don't chase them, I mean, they're just gonna go do something else like a generator or something until their broken status disappears. So I don't really think this is really gonna be significantly used. Trail of Torment. After kicking a generator, you become undetectable for 15 seconds. During this time, the generator's yellow aura is revealed to survivors. This effect can only be triggered every 2 minutes. This is kind of interesting, because this basically gives the killer who's using it the stealth ability, which is very powerful when survivors are not like a survivor friends group and they don't know that you have this on, and then you can just sneak up on them. I can see this being pretty powerful and pretty good for like shock value to scare the crap out of people pulling them from a generator or something, or just to get like a free hit on someone that's not suspecting you because they don't know where you are. Undetectable, for those who don't know, it means that you give no terror radius and what is it called? You give no terror radius, and aura reading abilities don't work on you. Let's see here. Deathbound. When a survivor heals another survivor for 1 health state, at least 32 meters away from the killer, the survivor performing the healing action will scream, revealing their location and activating Deathbound for the next 45 seconds. During that time, the survivor will suffer from the oblivious effect when further than 60 meters away from the healed survivor. So this looks like this looks like it's a way to well, it's another like what do you call it? Tracking perk kind of for like people who like to heal. Or you know, heal their allies. Um, the oblivious thing may come into factor. It's the same thing as undetectable, only but it only works against one survivor. Whereas undetectable is like uh, it's it affects everybody, but it's because it's coming from your own. Like the killer himself is undetectable. Like that's his power. Oblivious, on the other hand, is an effect that happens on one specific survivor, so it's a little different. That's why it only affects one person. Anyways, this I don't know. Usually the third perk on the killer slot is usually the most powerful, and on the survivor side too. But this one is I don't know. We'll just see how it works in game. But from what reading, it doesn't look that impressive. I think the Trail Torment one's gonna be the most useful, but we'll see. We'll go check out the. Well, that's loud. We'll check out the survivor perks as well. Well, we're not gonna be playing survivor because I put all my blood points into the killer already. So there's that. The character is Cheryl Mason. I think she's from the second game, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think she's in the second game. Okay, so Soul Guard. Gain endurance status effect of 4 seconds after healing. Or, sorry, after being healed or having recovered from the dying state. While cursed by a hex, you can fully recover from the dying state. So this is the first part doesn't really matter. It'll come in handy sometimes in clutch situations. Say when you're like, say if you partner this with like Unbreakable, for example. If you get yourself up in front of the killer and they try to hit you, you basically have borrowed time on you for like 4 seconds, which is can make some pretty good plays. But I think the most important part about this is the last line where, while you're hexed, you can fully recover from the dying state. So this includes things like Noed, which is why I would call this the anti-Noed perk. Basically, once again reveals that you are under a status effect of a hex, like Noed, like say you get knocked down by Noed, you are allowed to use this ability to like pick yourself up again. The problem is that I don't know if it's gonna do it instantly, like say with like an activated ability, or if it's like Unbreakable where you have to like recover, like well actually it does say you can fully recover. So I guess it means that you have to heal yourself back up to injured to pick yourself up. And the only problem with this is that if the killer like say uses Nova and knocks you down, and if it picks you up instantly, like that pretty much counters the perk. But if there are killers who are trying to take advantage of Noed and like get the last 2 or 3 kills at the end and like leave you on the ground and go for someone else, then this is basically how you anti that Noed. It also I think works with other ones because it says cursed by a hex. So I think like if you're under say a ruin, for example, like say you touch a generator and you leave it and then the prompt comes up that you have a hex. I think it works for that too because it says a hex. So as long as the game reveals that you are cursed by any hex, regardless of what it is, then this could be used at any point. It doesn't say that it deactivates, so I think you can just keep using it over and over and over. So it's like it's an Unbreakable perk that can just be used repeatedly until like the hexes are no longer affecting you, which is pretty cool. This I don't know. I think this is cool, but like one last thought, I think this might be one of the might be her best perk. We'll see. Blood Pack. When you or the obsession are injured, you both see each other's auras. After healing the obsession or being healed by the obsession, you both gain haste status effect for 4 seconds. Okay. Reduces the odds of being the obsession. If you are the obsession, this perk deactivates. Okay, reading that at first glance just seems like this doesn't do anything realistically. Let's see. Let's reread that one more time to make sure. Okay, you and the opposition both see each other when you're injured. Okay, that's fine. It's like whatever. If you're a Mike, so it doesn't really matter. You know, if you're a Survivor's team. After healing, the obsession of being healed, you both gain the haste ability. Okay, I don't see any usefulness in here. It's basically like it's gonna be like really niche situations where like you're healing and the killer's really close to you about to swing and like you just barely manage to fully heal and you both run for it with haste and the killer misses the attack. That's gonna be a very niche clutch situation, so I don't really see Blood Pack being very useful at all or even being used after like a week of people trying it out. I think this is gonna be one of those perks that are going to be thrown in the trash and never used again. The developers seem to have a problem making like really bad perks on purpose sometimes, and then like later they have to go back and fix them and make them better because no one wants to use them because they're so bad. I think this is going to fall into that category. Let's see. Repressed Alliance. Repressed Alliance activates after repairing generators for a total of 80 seconds. When repairing a generator while the perk is active, press the active ability button to call upon the entity to block the generator for 30 seconds. The perk deactivates. Affected generators will be revealed by a white aura to all survivors. Okay, I know what everybody's thinking after reading this at first. Is like, why the fuck would a survivor want to block the generator themselves? And that was my first initial thought. But then, like, let's say the real biggest situation where it's going to be useful, let's say that you're in a game and you realize that the killer has Pop Goes the Weasel. So, and it just hooks somebody. Pop Goes the Weasel, for those who don't know, regresses the generator by 25% when they kick it. So you see the killer coming towards you, and you obviously they're not going to want to get hit. So you are going to run from the killer, and you know you just hooked someone. You're going to block it when you get as close as possible and then run for it, right? Like say you combine this with Sprint Burst or something. So you block it the last possible second and then run with Sprint Burst to get away. So now the killer can't even kick it, and the generator won't regress either because it hasn't been damaged. So it's just going to stay at the at whatever amount you repaired it to. That's the really only situation that I'm going to say this is going to be useful for. Off the top of my head, can't think of anything else, but I'm sure there might be other situations because there are a lot of perks that affect generators when they're kicked. Like Pop Goes the Weasel is the biggest one, but then there's also like what's the other one? Overcharge. Yeah, the doctor's overcharge. That thing can be annoying for new survivors. They can't hit the skill check. There's some other ones. I just forget. But Pop Goes the Weasel is the main one. Other than that, this on its own doesn't seem like it's going to be very useful. Why would you want to block the generator? That's like the biggest question. You wouldn't. But I think this is made specifically to counter Pop Goes the Weasel. That's pretty much it. So like I said, I think Soul Guard's going to be her best perk. But Repress is going to be used a lot if they're because Pop Goes the Weasel is one of the perks that killers use the most. But then if killers notice that this perk is being run a lot, they're just going to stop using Pop Goes the Weasel. And then when they notice that this is not being used, they're going to go back to Pop Goes the Weasel. So it's just going to be like a loop of people not using the perks and then using them again. Alright, let's try a game with Pyramid Head. I don't know how long this is going to take to search for, but because this is the first day the public test is open, so we'll see what happens, how long it's going to take. James was the second game? She's from the first or third. Okay. Yeah, I got to remember a lot of the Silent Hill games. She was the little girl in the first and an adult in the third. Oh, okay. I think the one I remember the most is the guy from the James guy, yeah. But I don't fully remember the games all the way through. So anyways, that's it. I don't know what else to say while we research. This is gonna take a fucking long time, I bet you. Which sucks. And I already threw all the blood wet points into here, so I can't even do this while we're waiting. Just have to sit here and hope we get something. Yeah, see, like, I have Pop Goes Louise on already, and that's what I was talking about, too. But yeah, I'm just put all his perks on to see how they work. I also wanted to see if Trail of Torment works with Pop Goes Louise, though, because a little bit ago they stated that they don't want to give killers the ability to stack multiple generator regressing or generator interacting perks with each other. So like when you run Ruin, you can't use Pop Goes the Weasel because the generator is already regressed or is already regressing. So I want to see these two work together. It should, because Trail of Torment doesn't actually regress the generator on its own. It only regresses after you kick it. So these two should work together. Yeah, I don't think Force of Pants, like I said earlier, is going to do anything. So I think it's just going to be Trail of Torment and see how Deathbound works out. Oh, I didn't even go over the add-ons. I guess I could do that while we're waiting. I think these are not all the add-ons, by the way. There's some of them that are missing too, which we can go into the custom game to look at all of them. But for the ones I have so far, let's see how this does. Sending a survivor to the Cage of Atonement. The auras of all survivors suffering from the torment are revealed for 6 seconds. So this just looks like it's a tracker. Whenever you send anyone to the cage, which is pretty useful because it doesn't say it reveals it in a certain area. It just says it reveals it for 6 seconds. So that means that it could be anywhere in the map and it'll be revealed. So they could be like all the way on the other side of the map and it'll still happen. So it's kind of like a barbecue and chili in a way, but better. Yeah, it's actually pretty much like barbecue and chili, because barbecue and chili is you have to hook them. And they have to be a certain distance away in order for you to detect where they are. But this one, you just throw them in a cage and it reveals it, no matter where they're at. So they can be close to you or far from you. So that's pretty useful. The Executioner gains the undetectable status effect when standing on the Rites of Judgment Trail. This is only going to be useful for when you're camping. A hook. Or the Cage Atonement. Basically, if you're in a situation where the doors are already open or something, and you hooked one person and they're trying to rescue him, this is when this is going to come in handy, because with the undetectable status, it means that you have 0 terror radius. Borrowed time won't trigger when they pull someone off the hook, so you can stand there with your power active, and as soon as they get them off the hook, borrowed time won't trigger anymore. And you can do that. What's that thing called? Punishment of the Damned. So like when you're standing on the trail, it says you can unleash a wave of force that damages them. So like you can stand there and not be detectable, and as soon as they get them off, you can like shoot them with something. So like it puts them back down into the dying state. So this is kind of like an anti-borrowed time effect, but it only works if you're gonna be camping there. So it's only gonna be it's only gonna be useful at the end of the game, or if there's a situation where you see like 2 people around the hook and they're trying to unhook them. Of course, if you see that, then you're just gonna stay there and take advantage of it. Survivors affected by the rites of judgment suffer from a blindness effect. Okay, that's like whatever. These kind of things are like, every killer seems to have these kind of things where like their ability will cause them to be blind, hemorrhaged, what do you call, what's the other one? Mangled or whatever. These kind of things are all the same. It's just like, yeah, it's just like whatever. Considerably increases duration of the killer instinct when triggered by rites of judgment. Also, the killer instinct has a duration. Okay, I don't even reading that over there. Considerably increases the reach of the punishment of the damage, so it extends the range of the attack, of the special attack. Okay, that's useful actually. Considerably increases the duration of rites of judgment trails remaining. Also, it lasts longer in the environment. The little trail. Moderately increases the duration of killer instinct when triggered by rites of judgment. Oh, so it's the same thing as this one. Same thing as this purple one. It's just that it's instead of considerably, it's moderately. So it's like it's a lower version of this one, like a low tier item. Considerably increases the total amount of time that rites of judgment can be performed. Right? What? I don't get that. That sounds like the same thing as this one. Increases the total amount of time that rites of judgment can be performed. And then this one says increases the duration when triggered. Hold on, I'm about to rites of judgment. I don't know. It's like the wording they use sometimes in this game is really awkward. And someone didn't proofread this, where it says increases and then the word "does" like right next to each other, there's no space. So I don't know what this does, but like, just because of how it's worded, I don't understand. Considerably increases the recharge rate of rites of judgment. So it just recharges faster after you use your power. Like anything else. Like a lot of these things are just like any other killer's add-ons. They recharge faster, the power lasts longer, or amplifies your power somehow, like making it different. Moderately increases the duration of rites of judgment trail. Yeah. Increases the recharge time. Slightly increases the duration. Yep, these are all the same thing as the top parts, just that these are lower versions of them. Moderately increases the reach. Yeah, so this is the same things. It just seems like they're basically the same thing, nothing new. Yep. So it only affects the duration of the trail, and then how far the wave damage goes, and the recharge speed of that to recover your power. So that's the only things that these add-ons affect. Finally, we got into a game. Thank goodness. Okay, we're gonna bring in the Mori too, because we want to see the Mori, right? I'll just put this on. The only thing that's gonna suck about the PTB is that not only that everyone wants to play killer, so it takes forever to find a game, but for some dumb reason, there's this thing where survivor friend groups will come into the test into the test build, just to bully and troll the fuck out of killers who are trying out a new killer. So that's very toxic, and like it happens a lot in every test build. Like I see it on, sorry, shooting. I see it on YouTube and Twitch and all that. Like people, like when it happens when a new killer comes out, and I'm like checking out how the killer works and all that. It's like very bad. Oh wow, that's the sirens. That's pretty cool. So the map is a school. Can you open these? Oh no, you can't. I'm just gonna check out the map. I'm not really trying to win the match, because that's not what I care about when I'm testing out these things, these type of test builds. I mean, we are gonna try to kill someone with the Mori. That's beyond that. I don't care. I'm just checking out the map, seeing how its abilities work. The third story. Actually, there isn't. It's just doesn't go anywhere. Oh, that music, dude. That music's pretty cool. I don't know if that's like the exact music from Silent Hill, but it sounds pretty cool. Oh, there's another wall here to break. Interesting. Creates another route to the second floor, huh? Oh, that's cool. the body there, the tormented souls. So these things are making noise, but they don't do it like in the game where it's like, flopping back and forth and shit. All right, let's go see how our power works. Let's go find someone who been screwing around too much now. These guys are just playing the game and wanting to get out. What? You can jump from there? Interesting. Oh, what? How the hell did I miss? It just seems like it's a really short distance. Got him! I got him through the wall. Ah, that's funny, man. Get away. That's pretty funny. You got your head through the wall with that. think you can use that to, like, kind of like this? Oh, see? Someone got... Okay. Where'd he go? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Sorry, buddy. Well, I gotta check out the more. What? Wow, the camera is so bad in his the camera is so bad in his school. That sucked. You have to kind of predict where they're gonna run with that ability to hit them through the wall. I don't even know where the hell I'm going. Like, I know I'm camping like around the area and all that. But I'm, like I said, I'm not fucking caring about this match. I'm just trying to figure shit out. Where'd you go? I thought he was going to go around or something. So it looks like those guys are tormented. This guy must have gone. Wait, what? Yeah, he must have gone this way. Wait, what? I thought that trail was telling me where it was where she was going, but I guess not. See, there's a trail right there too. What? Wait a minute. Oh! Are these things just there all the time? And it looks like, okay, so these things must not disappear at all. They just keep... They just stay there forever. That's cool, I guess. Wait, what? Oh, there you go. Where'd he go? Oh shit, he's over there! Wait, what? These rooms are weird. Oh, that's a really random spot. It looks like it fits like right here next to like one of the lockers. Let's see. What? You don't even have to break the... You don't even have to break the pallet, you can just do this and hit them, get them both. Wait, what? Ah, whatever. Screw that. Here we go. I fucking knew you had something. I fucking knew it. I need to put him in. I need to put him somewhere where. There you go. They can see it. Wait, what? Man, these camera angles are so bad. What the fuck? Wow. Yeah, this map doesn't look like it's really good design for the camera angle for the mooring. Hey, what's up, guys? This is my first game with the new killer, so I don't really have an opinion of the killer yet. I was trying to cage her, but it wouldn't work because I think the torment ran out on her or something. Because I left her on the ground for a while, but hell if I know. What I do like though is that you can stand behind the pallet and not have, like if they're cornered, like how that Bill was. If they don't have the pallet and they're cornered somewhere, you can just wait for your ability to and use the projectile to hit them, since it goes through the debris and walls and all that. So it kind of feels like you can ignore pallets a bit with this killer. Which might make him like kind of like another nurse, because the nurse ignores pallets. So like you can like instead of having to wait for bloodlust, you can just wait for your power or whichever comes first, and then you either use your bloodlust or use your power to knock him down. And then after you knock him down, you can just break the pallet anyway, so it won't be a nuisance later. We'll try another Mori, because that Mori was, that camera angle was really horrible. Like, all I saw basically was him, like, choking her in the air. I mean, choking the character in the air, and then, like, the, Silent Hill, crap, comes up around her. But the animation for, like, his giant ass blade, that looked really off. So I'm not sure if that was a camera or it's just like animation that needs to be fixed. I didn't kick any of the generators either, so I couldn't even test this out. Because I was just screwing around with the map. I don't have any other good perks to use. Like, a lot of this stuff is just garbage. God, it takes forever to find a game on these public test builds. I think instead of streaming, I should have just recorded footage instead. Because it's not really fun to wait here. And have to try to think of things to talk about. So its difficulty is intermediate. There you go. More space from my arm. You know what we could do also is I think what we could do also is just go play a survivor game and see if we could run into a pyramid head, because everybody's trying him out, right? And see how he is to fight against. Let's see. I think I'll just put on Soul Guard. Oops. There you go. Bet you I'll find a game like that. See? Found a game instantly.
Look who's shitting in the tall grass.
Well, we'll see what happens, because I don't know how the new map is as a survivor side, but we'll see. A lot of people like to complain right off the bat about the maps. Like that guy was saying, like how the loops are bad or the pallets are unsafe or whatever. But is he taking into account that it's a new map but you're not really sure where all the routes are to loop? Or maybe it's because the new killer can hit you through the wall with his ability. So you have to take into effect about that too. The fact that this killer can hit you through the walls is very unique, and you have to keep that in mind, because no other killer can do that right now. That can hit you through the wall. I'm talking about through an actual wall, not like the test thing where where he hit you through a window when he's pulled you at the window. I'm talking about a damn physical brick wall. Like his ability goes through the wall and hits you on the other side. Like this is very like unique territory right now. No, we didn't get the new map. Oh well. Maybe we'll be fighting against Pyramid Head, see how that goes. That sounds like Pyramid Head, because that is not music I'm used to hearing. Well, at least I know how to play on this map, so there's that. Oh, he's over there. Oh, he's using that perk so I can see him. He actually looks pretty cool. Oh, he caged her. Oh, fuck! He has that perk on. Oh, crap! I wasn't watching where I was going. I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. No! Oh, you can still attack you while... Wait, what? He was dragging the blade across the floor, but he actually still swung at me. Oh, crap. He seems like he walks pretty fast when he's dragging the blade. Didn't feel like that when I was playing. It's pretty cool. I think maybe they could have done a better job with this cage gimmick, like the artistic style of it. I mean, move! Yeah, so it looks like this trail stuff on the ground stays there forever. Oh wait, it's gone. The trail's gone. Killer has blood echo or something? Blood pack? Oh, you see that? The trail started disappearing bit by bit. So I think maybe it's one full like one full cycle of his power on the trail, and then if you use it again, it'll start disappearing from the original trail and start making this new one. guy up. Actually, let me get this stone first. That guy, why is he running? So many survivors are just scared. What the hell is that? Oh! Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to stay next to her. Otherwise, that stupid ability of his is gonna alert him to my presence. Oh, so that's how you take advantage of that. You leave them on the floor and then wait for someone to kill them completely. What are you doing, bro? Holy shit! He's fast! Oh man. He's really fast when he moves with that trail. So that's pretty nice. He downed both of us. He hooked me, went to that guy, and put him in the cage while having to pick him up. So it's like you can take care of multiple assets, facets of the game that way. Oh well. Yeah, see, he's moving really quick. He's not like hillbilly quick, but he's like he's not moving at a 115 at that point. I think he's moving like a 117, close to 120 speed. That's crazy. It might just be my eyes tricking me, but that's what it looks like. So I don't know. Oh, you can crouch across that and not get affected by it. Okay. So it's like the hag. You crouch through her traps and it won't trigger. Okay. That's good to know. What the f- I missed it. Oh, shit. I didn't click with her quick enough. He moried her. Using his ability, I guess. Yeah, the cage counts as a hook, so it's like a secondary hook. It just makes it so like it takes away him having to pick the survivor up and hook it and take it into a hook. It just does it instantly. So what happened earlier, like he knocked me down and then knocked another guy down, like we were right next to each other. He picked me up and hooked because I was next to a hook, but the other guy, he just went next to him and used the cage thing to put him on a on a hook without having to take him there. He's got to be moving faster when he's doing that ability. I don't know why when I was using it didn't feel like that, but seeing this, it just looks like he's moving faster. Why'd you stay there? This guy's dead. We're just gonna go back. We're just gonna move on to another game. I'm just gonna use not that or something. I don't have any abilities there, so I don't see a point. I definitely just don't see a point. Hey, there's a Silent Hill sign back here. Yeah, I just noticed it. And like a chain here. They're gonna start taking licensed characters from like video games, like Silent Hill right here. They should take it. They should take the next one. Should be from like that game, The Evil Within. They had some crazy crap in that game as horror monsters. And if they can't use like a horror monster because it's not like a bipedal, they can use that that guy that teleports and like he looks like he's an Assassin's Creed mask or something. Because that guy's just straight out human. Oh, we're in the Silent Hill map. Okay, so we're gonna see what those survivors were talking about, how the loops are here. You know what they could have done more aesthetically too, because this map starts with a siren. Hold on, I'll mention it when he leaves. So like, you know how the map starts with a siren, right? And the siren is the signal that the world's changing or getting fucked over. The map should have started like fucked up for the killer. Like the killer is like already sees how fucked up it is, But on the survivor side, it should have looked normal, like a normal school. And then when the sirens started, the school should have started warping and getting more fucked up and like Silent Hill, like just like in the game, how the game does it. That would have been so much better, like cosmetically and like flavor-wise for this map. See, they need people like me who think like this. Who think about these kind of ideas. Oh fuck! Ah, I forgot about that. I totally forgot I could do that. This is already starting really bad. A Resident Evil one? I don't see what they could put. Well, I mean, I guess they could. They could use like the Tyrant. The Tyrants are pretty like easy to do, or William Birkin, the G monster, because they're both bipedal. No one's doing generators. Well, at least I'm not. And no one has done a generator, and there's already been like 3 hooks. Well, I mean, I actually... Damn it. Oh, okay. I thought it was coming over here or something. I'm like, nah. See, I'm gonna go try to rescue them to see if it's anything different from a hook safe. Shit. He's gonna come over to this direction now. Damn it! Well, actually, I don't even know what the generators are, to be honest, in this map. Wait. Is that the trail? Oh, it is. I'm lost. I don't know where... Oh, this is the exit. Where the hell is the generator? Must be on top. Holy crap, that was close. Good thing I walked away. Shit. I don't even know how to get to the second story, dude. Like, I know there was like a staircase around here. Wait. Oh, well, there's a generator here. I'll just do this. There was like a staircase somewhere, and but like, I remember when I was playing as a killer and I went up the staircase, it was blocked. There was no way to get there. I don't know if he's OP or not because like I don't have access to all the perks combinations, and I don't know how to exactly use his powers yet and all that. Like I'm just figuring things out as I go from like seeing other killers like this. And the one time I did manage to find a game, I don't know. People thought that the Dead Singer at first was OP, but he's not. So it's just I don't know. It just depends. You just gotta like keep playing with them and check them out because it's hard to determine that from just one play. And plus, since I'm not really trying to do the objective right now, it's hard to determine how good it is too, because I'm basically letting them win for free. Like my objective with these playing this public test realm is just to figure out the map and figure things out, and not exactly to actually win the match. And that should really be your goal when you're playing these public test servers. What the hell? Oh, it must be underneath me. Like your goal should be just trying to figure it out first, not trying to win a match. Winning a match is not going to get you any more information. Oh, god damn it. Whatever. We're fucked either way. I'm out. I know I have that thing on me. Yeah, that. The Oblivious thing, so I can't hear him anymore. But at least I can see him. Oh. What the fuck? That sucks. And I'm fucked here because it doesn't matter where I go. Oh, okay. He wasted it. You could do that, I guess. Okay, so that's one counter you could do to that. You can just jump in the locker and it won't hit you. Alright, so we found out how to counteract that that ability. Because I cornered that bill here and he couldn't go anywhere, and I just shot him through the wall. But I got cornered in the same exact spot, and I just logically the only thing I could have done is jump into the closet, and it worked out. So you just gotta figure things out like that, just test things. The cave seems to do its own death sequence. Yeah. I think it does. Like, the death sequence Like, for the cage, if you get killed by the cage, you'll most likely be different. I don't know why I kept dropping her. Maybe I just wanted to let her go. Wait, what? What happened to my perks? What? What the fuck? What is this? Oh, well, well, it looks like he has a Mori, like, with the cage. Like, if you get caged or hooked twice, he can Mori you straight out. If you're under the curse of torment. But as far as, like, dying inside the cage, I don't know because I haven't seen it yet. Three flashlights. I still need to see the Mori animation for when you're under the torment curse or the cage or whatever. But I'm not gonna be able to find any games easily. It's gonna be me just sitting here waiting for a game with nothing going on. I think I need to adjust the camera. Why the fuck is it zoomed out like that? I mean, zoomed in so much. I don't know. Maybe that's better. I don't know. It's taking forever to load though. This game is not gonna load. It's gonna fall apart. Like what do you call it? Game's gonna get canceled. Yep. She looks really weird. What's her name? Cheryl? Yeah. I don't know. Cheryl looks really weird to me in this game. Like, I don't know. Her face looks weird. Hopefully they allow like some cosmetics for that character, because I don't know, I don't like the way she looks. We're not at the we're not at the new map. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see another pyramid head. There's no point in playing regular killers. We'll see if we can try to win this time. I guess by, you know, doing generators, but I don't care if we do or not in the long run. Top this cleanse so I can have one instant heal available later on. Nope. I knew that wasn't gonna really work like that. I had a feeling that it doesn't work when you're jumping off a ledge. Okay, so the projectile only works like on solid ground. It won't work on the air. Hey, he really wants her, huh? Alright, whatever. Where the hell's the... Oh. He's gonna put her in a cage. Yep. She's falling through the fucking ground. Shit. You missed, bro. Okay, so I don't know, but that look like it doesn't hinder my movement if I run through the trail he leaves behind. Makes me scream, but it doesn't look like it hinders my movement, so that's good. Wow, he gave up? What in the fuck? Wow, what in the fuck was this? Imagine going into a public test to try out something new and you rage quit because you're losing a match where your goal is to learn the character, not to win the match. Imagine this shit. Wow. That guy does not have to sit through another like 20 minutes looking for another match if he wants to play killer again. Because he has to wait the 5-minute penalty and then he has to wait like God knows how long for a lobby to load. Yep. Some people can't tell the difference between the regular rank game and then like this that's meant to be just like a trial test. It's so bad. Well, at least we learned a couple things. The projectile hit doesn't go doesn't like it doesn't fly into the air. So like if you're jumping off something and he's using that, it won't hit you as long as you make it to the you jumped off before it reaches you. And then riding through the trail doesn't slow you down. So there's some things we just discovered. wish we could get that new map more often though. Because I do want to figure out what the loops are and all that. I hear him. Shit! Oh! Fuck! I didn't think he was gonna... No. I didn't think he was gonna turn around. What? What was that? He instantly locked him down. I don't know how he knocked him down so quick. That was weird. Well fucked. It's funny, I have no obsession perks, but there's an obsession on me. So that means the killer has something. Wait, what? Was that lag right now? Come on, bro. How do you fuck that up? I let go as the generator. God, why the fuck? I swear to God, why does everybody run immediately to save him from the cage? Immediately. It's like they think the points they're getting is gonna fucking load over to like the main server. It doesn't work that way. I only want to unhook them right away because I haven't seen if there's a skill check to it or if it's just like a regular unhook. But beyond that, I don't really care about going immediately to rescue them. Where are the other two? They're doing like nothing probably. Look at this bullshit! Nah, fuck you! Fucking dickheads. Did you see that shit? I was the closest one and that Bill ran there immediately. Like, what the fuck is up with these people that are flying right now? They're so greedy, they just like to farm people on the hook. That guy got worried. That music is really far away. I think it's locked to his terror radius, probably. That's why I heard it from such a distance. I guess that's something you could do right there. Because if you know he's gonna go for the attack to the wave attack thing, you can just keep running instead. Like fake that you're going back around the pallet, just keep running. Because that's what that guy did right there. Shit. Easy. Easiest juke of my life. Nope. Oh fuck, I got stuck. Ah, that's just because I got stuck. Wow, I appeared like right in front of him. Pretty crazy. No, just fucking do the generator. What are you doing? That dumbass, I forgot what his name was. Just ran off and fucking didn't want to do the generator. He's dead. Oh no, wait, he's not affected by the torment. Did he kick it? Can't even tell. Nice. Fuck. so dead. I'm so dead. There's no way out of here. Ah, I'm so dead. Iron Will help me out so much. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Dude, that's that moment is like someone being like triggered and mad in the game after being looped forever. I just think that Mori animation is pretty like out of nowhere. Because it doesn't look like he's doing anything. And then all of a sudden, whack! You're just dying. Walks away. A random rank 20 in here. Let's see if we can find a killer game. It's gonna take a while, but we'll see. We'll try it out. Huh. The bodies in the background like have a seizure and shit. Like from time to time. These are the enemies in the game, right? I don't know what they're called, but aren't these the things that like spit at you or something? To like spill some like bile at you from a distance. I guess I'll read the backstory so we got nothing else to do. A sadistic and merciless executioner, Pyramid Head is fixated on dispensing punishment through pain. Encumbered by the steel frame upon his head and with a hulking great blade in tow, he stalked the hellish corridors of Silent Hill, committed to a duty that no one truly understood. Where he trod, even monsters fled for the shadows, and those who crossed his path fell victim to unrestrained acts of aggression. When his duty was complete and his presence no longer needed, he prepared for the long rest, and yet his skills were required elsewhere. The fog that streamed over him was somehow different than that he was accustomed to in Silent Hill, as if each wisp contained the nerves of a creature really seeking him out. There was an unspoken agreement in that moment. The billowing cloud was an invitation to duty and sadism, and Pyramid Head, taking a step into the fog, accepted his obligation once more. We don't even know what the fuck is underneath this, like, steel container. It's so huge. Like, what is this thing hiding? It's crazy. Oh man. Just gotta sit here and wait. Oh, I don't know if anyone's gonna be, if anyone's watching, but I may start doing some more Magic Arena videos. I'm not sure if I'll do any streams for it, but I'll upload some videos. I read up on some of the new cards, and some of them are pretty interesting. And they have surfaced some new deck building potential. So, which I already dabbled into a bit last night. So maybe you'll be seeing more of that. I mean, maybe I'll do a stream here and there. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I'll just see about making some videos and then uploading them. My rank felt like to nothing though. I think there's been like numerous round of rank resets or whatever, or season resets since I left the game, because I haven't played like in 5 months. I got to mythic rank or whatever, and then stopped playing because Warcraft came out, and Warcraft was a huge disappointment, and I forgot about Arena. So my rank is like, I checked, it was all the way at bronze. The public test build is only on PC, Gino. It's only on Steam, more specifically. It's taking forever. Maybe I should just go back to Survivor. At least that way we can like fight against Pyramid Head. See, this is the other reason why I don't like coming to do these to play on the public test build, because everybody wants to play as the new killer and test them out. So because of that, the wait times for a lobby takes forever. Because there's less people playing Survivor because everybody's trying to play this killer. This is like absurd. This is like the first day and everybody's just jumping on the bandwagon. I'm just gonna go back to Survivor. This is like no point, man. At least this way we could get an instant game, and most likely we're gonna play against Pyramid Head because everybody's testing them right now. See? Look at that. Instant game. Nope. Nope. I don't want to go in. Nope. No. Someone brought in party streamers. We still haven't got to the new map. Only been there like once, twice. Once as a survivor, I think. No. There he is. Ah, fuck. He actually saw me. Wait, what? Oh, that's bullshit. I ran into it after I saw it. Like, I stopped moving, and I moved forward afterwards. So it was like, it's my fault, but that was completely bullshit how that happened. Oh, you know what sucks too? Like if you get trapped here in the basement as the against Pyramid Head, you can just like leave the trail leading into the basement, and then everybody who tries to rescue someone in the basement gets screwed over. Because they all get that tournament thing on. I don't know if this guy did that, but that's an obvious thing to do. killer camping me? Is that why nobody wants to come down here? Yeah? Or, well... Why do you wait until, like... until I'm already in danger of dying? At this point, I'm just screwed. At this point, if he catches me again, I'm just dead. Like, nah, leave me alone. Gotta go to the other side of the map because I don't want to get found. Have fun in the basement, guys. So all this barbed wire stuff coming out of your body, I wonder if that leaves a... I don't think that leaves a trail or anything. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Took a protection hit or something. Heal real quick. Now I have another heal in case I get hit again. Oh, I killed him. If he finds me again, he can kill me instantly. I think he's gonna check this generator over here, so I'm gonna walk away from it. So he went to go over and check. He left the area now. So I gotta go back to it. I think I'm gonna leave this generator at 99%. Because I don't want us to get regen locked on one side of the map. So I was trying to scratch my my itch, but actually I could just escape with the hatch. Fuck it. Forgot about that. Somebody died. No hatch. I'm just gonna get the hell out of this game. Doesn't work like that, buddy. The adrenaline kicked in. So, see what I did there, even though it's like you consider that being a dick or toxic to my allies, they had adrenaline, so they picked themselves up through that. Plus, if someone else dies, the hatch will be reopened. Wow, that was close. Yeah, they need to split up. Actually, they got it. Oh wow, they got it. So he needs to make it to where the hatch is. Oh, he sees it. I was just using the 3 perks. The guy who brought in the bloody party series all who got worried. That sucks. That game was just crap though. Like I basically had to hide that whole time and not help because I got put into second stage immediately by being next to the basement. Cheryl no happy. Let's go, let's go. What are you guys waiting for? See, how long have I been streaming this for? 2 hours. And I only got one killer game. How unfortunate. Oh shit, he saw me first. God damn. You're getting stuck in dumb areas. That trail shit keeps following me around, so it's like a way for it to track me. He's not following me anymore, I think. Oh, yeah, he still is. Nope, he's following the other guy. Nope, now he's following me again. Sent to the Shadow Realm. I think they need to add like some sound effects when you get pulled out of the torment box. It just sounds really. It doesn't have any sound, so it's like. I don't know. It feels awkward when you get pulled out. They need some sound effects like on that. He just left them on the ground? Oh, never mind. Damn, this killer got gen rushed. Oh, there he is. Oh, shit. He was following the other guy, then all of a sudden he switches target to me. What in the hell, you know? Take a hit! Oh, shit! Thank you. That looked like it was like Survivor Friends or something. Chef Ramsay? Chef Ramsay was in the game with us. Nah, never mind. I was gonna try to be funny with that guy, but like I couldn't think off the top of my head what to say. I was what was the? I was trying to say that. What was the famous one he says when he puts the two breads between that chick's head and goes, "What are you?" It's like an idiot sandwich or something. But like I couldn't remember exactly how he said it, so I was like, nah, I'm not even gonna bother trying. I'm sorry, I'm like reading all the tweets here on the new chapter. They're pretty funny, all the memes. Throwing a tantrum every time a new character isn't who they want. DVD community. And Smash Bros community on the other end. wait, sorry, I didn't say the meme correctly. You know, for those who saw Predator, yeah, the Predator movie, where Schwarzenegger and I forgot the black guy's name. Man, I forgot that. But they see each other and he's like, "Oh, Dylan." He's like, "Dylan, you son of a bitch!" And like they do like a man's arm wrestling in midair to see who has bigger biceps or whatever. And it's that picture, and where Dylan is, it says DVD community, and what Arnold Schwarzenegger said, it says Smash Bros. But when they meet in the middle with the handshake, it says they're throwing a tantrum every single time, because that's where the two communities get together because they're both on the same page. It's so dumb. What the hell? What the hell is this? What? What in the fuck? How did this happen? What the hell am I standing on? What the fuck? I mean, this is not really that big of a deal because like the killer can still hit you from here, but it's still strange. All of a sudden, like that happens. I mean, it would have been a bigger deal if it was a place that was unreachable by the killer, which would in turn be called the next place. But that's not really next place. It's just like a what the fuck moment for the angles. Basement. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about saving you from that basement, buddy. Shit. I thought he was chasing that guy over there. I got confused. I literally got confused. I didn't know what the hell I was about. And he knocked down the same guy that was in the... That sucks. Oh, that guy's dead. He moored him. Oh, never mind. Guess I'll go rescue him. Fuck that. Good thing I have Iron Will. That guy's definitely dead. Oh, he's not even gonna warn him. Oh, he's not under the disconnect. What the fuck? Wow. Dude, what's with these people? Imagine coming into a public test build just to disconnect because you got killed first. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. And he's a Twitcher, so he's showing his viewers how much of a bitch he is. Guess I'll go get him. Okay, that guy's dead. Where's the? Oh shit, he's right there. Oh no! Fuck my life. Oh, there's another key right there. Ah! Oh my god, did that really happen? Getting stuck on the wall like that? Oh, this is my first hook. I don't know where this hatch could be, but I don't think it matters. I'm gonna die. Oh, nice. That guy's dead. Don't even bother with him. Or maybe he's not dead. I'm actually quite surprised that it wasn't dead. I thought he was on third hook. They really need to put some like sound effects to that, getting him out of the box. It just feels so empty without it. Interesting that I can't get out that way. Wow, that was quick. Ah, fuck this. We're not staying here. Oh, come on, game. Sure, why the fuck not? I don't know where this hatch is. I feel like I've been running around everywhere and I haven't seen it. You know what? It might be by that what is that called? It doesn't matter. He got found anyway. And yep, that's exactly what can happen. That's why you don't do that against them. It doesn't work. What are you trying to do? It doesn't. What? What are you doing? Seriously, man, why aren't you picking me up? Oh my god, why is there so many dumb people playing on the PTR? Just pick me up, dude. Fuck this guy. Wasting time for no reason. People caring about getting points in the in the PTR. God, awful people. It doesn't save to your account, man. Anything you do on this PTR is not saved to your profile. You're gonna lose it all.
What now?
The reason I'm using all my keys and stuff is because it's the PTR, so I'm just gonna use all my items because they're gonna be safe on my regular profile. So might as well just use them and get rid of them because I never use them anyways. Oh, cool. We got the map. Finally. What the hell was that noise? Oh, fuck me. Why is it that they always show up from the side that I'm not looking after I already checked it? I don't like how that happens. Oh shit, this... yeah. Good thing I have iron will. Couldn't tell which way I was going. What the? Oh my god, the second story shit is confusing the shit out of me. Oh, that's the big one right there. Oh, kill me, you dumbass! There's nothing on the chalkboard. It would be creepy if it spelled out something. Is he following me? Oh, he's underneath me. Oh, that guy's gonna go down. Oh, I just saw him over there. That's fine. I saw his, like, the tip of his blade. Just the tip, bros. Just the tip. If you lose all your points, why don't they just you lose the point? It's because this is not meant for you to keep it when you on the live server. This is meant for you to just try things out, test it out for a bit, work things out. This is basically the benefit of playing on the PC, basically, because console players don't have access to this. So your benefit of playing on Steam is that you get to play the new stuff before everybody else can. Unlocking stuff here is just so you can try out, but there's no point in doing that. The best way to test things in here is to get like a group of people and just go into the custom game, because the custom game has everything unlocked for you. You don't have to like do the blood web thing or anything. But the people who like are playing for points and all that on this, is like, those people are dumb. They're wasting their own time and the time of others doing that, and they get nothing out of it. I'm like using all my items that I wouldn't normally use. I don't even care about my we're gonna live forever perk. I'm not trying to get stacks or anything. I'm just playing the game. Oh, there's the hatch. Someone disconnected? What the hell? Fuck that guy. Sleep. Fuck that guy. The funny thing is, I wonder if they're gonna get, if he's gonna get mad, or if the killer's gonna say anything about the key. Here he comes. Oh, he missed. Oh, you can jump over that. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. If he had a bottle in his med kit, he could have maybe escaped. He could have bottled himself, taken it out of the head, hit the lever, and ran out. Because it was 99. What the hell? Man, like, this poor rank 17 gets paired up with two rank 2s and a rank 5. It has to be a combination of, like, there's not enough people playing on the public server, because remember I said, like, I never did this before. So there's a group of people who don't actually care to do this, like I don't care to. And then there's also that group that only wants to play the new killers, so like it's like the witches are like lopsided. So it's like a combination of both things that are messing up these matchmaking right here. But I think, I don't know, I think I'm done. Like, how long has it been? How have I been? Almost 3 hours. Yeah, I think I'm about done. Like, it's not really that fun if I can't try out the killer myself either. And other people that are playing as killer, they're, you know, they're like not the best people. So it's like, the games are just like, whatever. So I think I'm done for today. I'm probably gonna go play some Magic Arena, try to record some videos, or just chill the hell out, or I don't know. But I'm done with the stream. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.